Welcome. Welcome to Just a Thought. I'm Pastor Monica J, Pastor Monica Jefferson, bold believer, bold faith, bold things to say, and bold things to do. This is episode 3 of the Faithful series. And today we're going to be reflecting on faithful with little things. Faithful with little things. Welcome to Just a Thought. We're walking with God in every season through this series. And today, the message is very simple, but it's powerful. Faithfulness isn't just about big moments in our life. It isn't about Sunday morning only. It isn't about the holy holidays of Christmas and Easter. It's about everyday little things that we do, things that we say. Jesus said in Luke 16:10, whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much. That is holy wisdom and holy words. It's also common sense. The verse challenges us. It invites us to look at the ordinary, the everyday part of our lives as powerful, sacred, holy, important. The areas of our lives that may never get applause in our entire life. The areas of our lives that will never or may never get recognition or the spotlight. But so often, so very often, it is those moments, it is those actions, it is those activities and areas in our lives that open big doors, that have greater influence on others, greater influence on us than the big opportunities. God is in those little moments, and how we handle the everyday, what's already in our hands, what's already a part of our lives is important. It is a part of faithfulness. Being faithful with little things means honoring God in those places in our lives that no one else may ever see, but God looks at. God looks at us in those places. It could be as simple things as getting the laundry done or washing the dishes. Not because, it's something that we deem important or necessary, but because it may bless our families. It's little things that can become big things, like keeping our word, making promises that we will keep, making sure that if we're a calendar person, that we don't overextend ourselves, and that when we make promises, we just don't keep them because for whatever reason, it has become inconvenient for us. But also knowing that sometimes we do overextend ourselves, and we need to have a way of excusing ourselves from situations where we're overtaxing ourselves, and reevaluate and readjust our lives. It's praying for someone instead of waiting for someone to recognize you to say, and would you pray? It's serving your church, your schools, your community without expecting applause. When you see something that is out of place and you have the opportunity or the ability to help, help. It's sometimes just observing and giving someone a smile, a handshake. It's using our gifts um, for another person instead of waiting for a stage so that you can be recognized by many. The truth is, it is in the hidden places of our lives, that much of God's work gets done. In Matthew 6 and 4, it reminds us that the Father sees what is done in secret, and he will reward it. The very small things matter because they show where our heart is, what we prioritize. And every yes in the little things is training. It is the foundation for bigger assignments, for bigger things. When we are managers, good managers and stewards of what we have, when we manage our time better, when we use our gifts and our talents, when we give financially, when we use our resources and share our resources, or when we gather resources together, or look for ways to resource others, because that's our gifts. How we take care of our relationships. It seems strange that is in this part of the series talking about little things. But sometimes we neglect those relationships that are very close to us. The very people that are in our households, our siblings, friends, those relationships around us every day. We look through people instead of looking at them, instead of being kind to people around us in a world where kindness is thought of to be weakness. What are the little places in our lives that we can begin to be intentional about recognizing that it is in those little spaces and little places in our lives where we can make a big difference? So let's reflect. Where is God calling you to show faithfulness right now in the small areas of your life? Identify them. Identify them and affirm and think to yourself, when I do this, I'm making a difference. I'm influencing someone else. I'm making a path straighter or easier for someone else. And at the same time, being blessed by using my giftedness. Is it how you care for your home? Is it the way that you handle your finances? Is it consistency in your prayer life, in your devotional and reflective life? Do you have a community of faith that you gather with on a consistent basis? Is the integrity of your word important to you because you know it affects someone else? Faithfulness isn't about perfection. It isn't about entitlement. Faithfulness is about management and setting priorities, stewardship, about caring and sharing. Are you grateful and God honoring in the places where God already has you to care? Friends, don't despise the little things. Don't think, oh, that's a little thing. It's not important. I've got to get ready for this big thing that I would need to be doing, this big project in my life. Because little things are holy opportunities to demonstrate your caring spirit, Until next time, episode 4 of the Faithfulness series and the end of this series is titled Faithful to the End. You can connect with me and subscribe through these areas. Daily, I have a reflection, a devotion, a song of the day on my website, PastorMonicaJ.org. Also, it goes up on IG, on Instagram, and Facebook at PastorMonicaJ. You can reach me through my email at PastorMonicaJ@gmail.com. My YouTube channel is youtube.com, Pastor Monica Jefferson. Just search for me and you will find me on all of the social media. Until next time, God bless, and I love you.